Hey there, I'm MG. Welcome back to the Toy Box. Last fall I made a video where I recalibrated the speedometer on my truck after changing tires and gears to correct the speed reading. It was way off after the gears were done. The programmer that I used at that time from Hypertech actually ended up having some problems. I'll tell you a little bit about those and I'll show you what I used instead. This is the second programmer I bought. I ended up returning the Hypertech. This flash cal from Superchips did the trick. It's very, very similar to the other one, just a self-contained unit with a plug that plugs into the ODB2 connection underneath the dash. When I got this, there was a firmware update for it. So in the instructions that come with this, there's a USB cable and some instructions for how to connect it to your computer and to download and upgrade the software on this. I definitely recommend doing that since there probably will be an update as well if you happen to buy one of these. So let's head to the truck and take a look. Everything seemed to work great with that Hypertech programmer when I first set it up. But I realized after a while that after driving anywhere from 5 to maybe 10 or 15 miles, it seemed kind of random. The service brake system light would come on in my dash and the ABS light would come on. So after doing a little bit of research, what I found was that Hypertech programmer, while it calibrated the computer in the truck, it did not fully calibrate the ABS system. And in these Silverados, like what I've got from 2004, I don't know what all year ranges are like this, but this particular truck and these in this same generation at least, the speed sensor for the speedometer is in the transmission. And so when you change gears, it has no idea how fast the actual axles are rotating on the other end. And as such, it also doesn't know how fast the tires are rotating, obviously, as well. So the ABS sensors are in the transmission as well, or at least for the rear. And the speed sensors for ABS in the front are on each individual wheel. So the problem I ran into was the front ABS wheel sensors were sending a different speed to the wheel than the one in the transmission due to the gear change. And the Hypertech programmer just didn't handle that properly. So the Superchips one that I just showed you worked just fine. I'm going to show you the process here of plugging it in and running through the programming really quick. It's really simple. It's pretty much the same as the other video, but I felt it was worth doing an update since I was getting questions from folks on the old one. The first step is to plug the programmer into the OBD2 port here under the dash. And when I plug that on, hopefully the screen shows up okay, power from that port will boot up and power up the device. We just follow the on-screen instructions here. So the first step wants me to turn on the ignition but not start the engine, and then press OK. All right, so the ignition is now turned on, and I'm going to press OK. And please wait. We're going to wait for it to do its thing here. There we go. So there's a handful of things that this will allow you to do. And I didn't look at rev limiter or speed limiter. The only things that I really looked at were the gear ratio and the tire size. So in here, gear ratio that I have is 4.56. Okay, so we tell it 4.56 to 1. And then the tire size, we're going to set it to 33. And actually these are 32.75, I believe, is the actual measurement size on these. So I'm going to pick that. And then I want to continue. Please wait. Building the tuning. This process just takes a couple minutes to complete. Install modified options. Press OK for a yes. Establishing connection with the vehicle. Please wait. And it's complete. You can hear my chime dinging here. There we go. Turn ignition off, press OK when complete. So we'll do that. All right, engine's off and I've hit OK. And now we're please wait again. Modified options installed. OK to continue. And we're back to the start. That's all there is to it. Can't be much easier than that. I just wanted to make a quick update video though to show this process with the new tuner that I'm actually doing. I've been running with this new tuner for about 6 months or so now at least, and actually it's probably been closer to 8. And I haven't had the ABS light or the service brake system light come on at all since I've done this, and I've put thousands and thousands of miles on the truck since then. So I think it's safe to say that the Superchips tuner is exactly what you need. So if you've changed gears and tires in your Silverado, at least if you have the generation I have from the early 2000s up through I think 2007 or so, this is going to be the one you want. So if you've swapped out gears and put different tires, then it's going to get you fixed up. So that's it. Just want to make a quick video and show you that. If you like what I'm doing, hit subscribe, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to interact. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, MG's Toy Box, and both of those platforms. I'd love to hear from you there as well. And until next time, go play with your toys.